During the winter, the chickens have this heated water bowl here. It's electric, so a cord is ran from it all the way to the house. Looks like it's buried under some straw somewhere right here. No, Max. Anyway, the water was put in clean this morning, but the chickens have been, scratching around and getting straw in their water. And the little oil-looking stuff, that's Vet RX. Getting ready to go ahead and prepare their chicken coop, their chicken house for the winter. Our chicken's free range, but right now some of them are in this pen here. Anyhow, the other chickens are all wandering out, but they just go out through here. In here we have a couple ladies laying us some eggs. It's okay. What do you think, Chiefers? Chief? Huh? What do you think, bud? I was just checking their nesting box. Right now they have some straw, but in the summer they do not leave the straw in there. They scratch it out. So I found that these coconut core potting... Chief, stop. So I found these coconut core potting things. I cut them. I get a really big one. I cut it into 4. And it fits nicely in their nesting boxes, and they last a lot longer than the straw. They don't, they do tear it up, but not as quickly as the straw. So I was just checking their nesting boxes, but it looks like the straw is doing good, so I'll just put this back for next year. So in the wintertime, we put straw in their coop on their wire floor. But, after about a month, it gets really dirty, so we have to change it out, which is what I'm doing right now. I just take the rake right here, and I just rake it all out and replace it. And Chief always has to get under it and see what's going on. And all the chickens are curious too, aren't ya? And here's one of our little farm cats. Right, Max? Max, kitty, kitty, kitty. Are you not going to look at us? Huh? Anyway, our cats and dogs and chickens all get along very well. Yes, I basically stick half my body in here and spread the straw out. I don't spread it out in very, very well. I leave it as whole as I can because once the chickens get in here, they do scratch it around. This floor is a screen bottom. It's a fence bottom. But in the winter, we do put the straw in here, and like I said, we have to switch it out about once a month, but that's what we do for their flooring. And here's a look from the other side. Don't know if the lighting's any better. You can see it's all just wood. Hi, honey. Okay, you went in here, Adrian? Okay, so for their little side doors, I always use clear plastic, but I can't find it, so I used Chief's old dog food bag, and we just staple gun it up, and we just staple gun it up here on the inside of the door. Okay, and here's the other door. This one is done now. Okay, so this door stays open by this type of sliding lock right there. So that's how that one stays open. So I thought I would show you this little system here that my husband put in for the door. So we have a cord with an eyelet, and an eyelet there, and one here, and the cords ran down here. I think this is just off of an old weed eater or mower of some kind. Anyway, so it kind of locks right down here between these two. Then you can lower the door like that, or raise it, and just lock it in place there. Now, if you want to do it from the outside. Okay. And he has this metal rod here that goes through right here, and it locks it. Then he made this little latch here to keep it locked. Now it's unlocked. And we'll open it back up. And this pen door stays open by this old stump. And the chickens, they have right here, we just have this old little screw bucket, and they have their oyster shells, or today it's egg shells, just for calcium supplement. I'm running short on time right now, so I don't have this done, but I wanted to go ahead and show you that inside their pen, which is covered, so they are free-range chickens, but we built this pen this year actually. Anyhow, and they are free range, like I said, so they can come and go as they please. But during the winter, this will be like their dust bathing area. One of them, I'll have another one too. Right now it just has wood ash in it. But like I said, I'm running short on time. I still got to get some dirt, and I'm going to sprinkle some DE in here as well. But anyhow, because right now the ground is frozen, and so they can't really dust bathe. So this will be sheltered, and it'll be in here for them. Here's their dust bathing container that is in their chicken pen. It just has some dirt, a little bit of diatomaceous earth, and then some wood ash. And then right here we have this. This is just kind of like a boredom ball. So if we have to keep them in this pen for whatever reason, it just helps, you know, distract them, and they like pecking this, and hopefully it'll help keep them from pecking each other. And then also, to kind of go with that, there's another one here, but this is just a piece of wood. So here in this pen, we actually keep their food and their corn in this trash bin here. They have non-GMO corn, and then of course their layer pellets and their scoop. We only feed them corn in the winter time. It's something my grandpa always did. It just helps to keep them warm because we do not heat or put a light on in them, in their coop. In case you're wondering, this is what the outside of the chicken coop and the pen look like. This is what this side, the back side look like. This back corner. Like I said, the chickens are free range. We just put this pen up this year for them, for just a place to keep them when we have freezing rain, freezing temperatures, or during a predator attack, because we do have several foxes around and we have lost chickens from that. So when we have a predator attack like that, then they can still be out, but they can just be in here until we get the fox. Hi, sweetie. Hi, sweetie. And our dog and cat decides to come down and drink their water regularly, even though they have their own. And right up here on this side, this is the inside here of the pen. On this side, there's a little ventilation screen. And on this side, there's another ventilation thing here. This is just a dryer vent. So it has that screen, and then we took out the flap. So just for in the winter, to help get moisture out. Downside to having an open bowl of water like this in the wintertime is whenever they dip their beaks in there to get a drink. Primarily the roosters, their wattles also get wet, you know, and of course they can get frostbite from that. Another option that we have also done in the past is get those rabbit water bottles and just hang them on the fence like this right here. But you'd have to have, you know, a few backups, some that are always liquid, because those freeze pretty quick, so you'd have to be switching them out every hour or two. But that is another option. Okay, and another thing that we have here is this charred piece of wood from the fireplace. So anyway, sometimes animals in the wild, like when there's a wildfire or something and, you know, wood is burned, sometimes they will go and just nibble on it as needed, because charred wood for animals, it has some cleansing qualities and it has, you know, some vitamins and minerals that they need. So I just put this in here. If they want it, they can have at it. And I hope that you enjoyed this video on kind of just a few little things that we do in the wintertime to help prepare our chickens and the coop for the winter.